Welcome, and today we're going to start talking and learning about lists, which are a very important topic in computer science. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make a variable, and we're going to be talking about ice cream flavors. So we'll call the variable flavors, and then the next thing after defining the variables is we're going to set flavors to a list right here. So if I run it right now, I have a list and it's empty. Well, it has one value. It has nothing in it. Now it's an empty list and it's length 0. So there's one way we can add elements to a list, and that's if we manually enter the values. So I've got one of vanilla, and I click this little plus sign, and I don't know if I can make it bigger. Yeah. Okay. And I click the plus sign again, and I say and I'll click the plus sign again, and I'll say strawberry. I can make this list bigger, and I can click the plus sign again, and I'll say butter crunch, and say I don't want butter crunch. I can just click the minus sign, and then also I can hide this. I can go here and I can unclick flavors. I'll save this. Okay, so flavors still exist as vanilla, chocolate, strawberries. Okay, so I'll hide it, and then I can say when I am clicked, and I go back to variables, and I can say for each item in then I have to go back to my flavors. Right. For each item in flavors, then I go to my looks, and then I say, we're going to do say for 2 seconds. Say item for 2 seconds. So when I am clicked, it's going to say vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. but we may want to add items to the list through the program interface rather than through the manual list editor. So I can say um, control when spacebar is pressed, and then I can say ask add new flavor. Then I can say go back to the variables and I can say copy this block which says add thing to list. Remember when you do a ask whatever you type is goes into answer, so then I say add answer to flavors. So if I click caramel, and let's now see what the flavors look like. So when I hit the space bar, he's going to say add new flavor, and I'm going to say butter crunch, and then I hit the space bar again, and I'll say add new flavors, and I'm going to say blackberry. See, every time I hit a space bar, it's going to ask me, and I'm going to type in a flavor, and it's going to ask me something, and put it in answer, and it's going to put it on the end of the list. So I hit the space bar again, and I'm going to say vanilla. Alright, now I have vanilla in the list twice, which I really don't want. I only want to list each flavor once. So instead of clicking the minus, I can, well, let's add another flavor. When space bar pressed, rum raisin. Okay. So there's another thing I can do. I can say delete 6 but then I have to give it the name of the list. And so I can say delete 6 of flavors. And watch what happens. When I hit this, see, 6 was gone, and rum raisin, which is 7, now drops into the hole, and it became number 6. Okay. All right. So I can use a delete and I can use the number. And I'm looking for another thing right now. Uh, well, let's say I didn't know what what number it was, but let's say I just wanted to delete BlackBerry. Say we ran out of BlackBerry and I didn't know that it was number 5. Say the list was hidden. So if I hit the space bar, I wanted to do the other thing, but this will work. Then I say caramel swirl. And when I click it, it's going to say all the flavors. Let's say I wanted to delete BlackBerry, but I didn't remember which number it showed up. I can then use this expression. I can say, all right, see the number 5? So it's telling me that BlackBerry is number 5 in list. And I can even make it even a little more complicated. I can then use a when block. I can go in here and I can say when D is, and I can then say ask flavor to delete so instead of hard coding the value, I'm going to ask for it. And let's look at the list. So I go back to variables and I show the flavors. And now when I hit the D key, let's say Butter Crunch is really popular and we're sold out of it. So I hit the D key and it's going to say flavor to delete. And I say Butter Crunch. Alright, you see Butter Crunch, which was after strawberry, between 3 and 5. Well, that was number 4, and we figured out that Butter Crunch was number 4, and we deleted it. And now we can say we ran out of rum raisin. I can say delete, and I can say rum raisin, and it's going to figure out that rum raisin is number 5, and then put 5 in the delete statement, and then 5 is gone. Okay, I'm going to stop the lecture now, and you may have some class exercises on this, and then we'll continue this discussion on the next lecture.